Welcome back, friends. Well, the fast continues. And where am I? Pass. Oh, I'm out here. Okay, so we've got to find the cobalt. And I know that I had cobalt here, but it's in the ground somewhere. And it says 10 meters up there, 6 meters. So it's around about here somewhere. It's a combination, but I don't think I can get down to it. So what I'm going to attempt to do is I shall finish cleaning the iron out of here, because I need that as well. And then I shall have to go on my merry way. And see if I can find a rock or of some sort. Screw you too, sunshine. Bit more meat for the larder. If I was able to cook it, it'd be a really great thing to do. Okay, get that in going. And I don't think I have any. No, I still don't. Production. Oh no, that doesn't produce it there, so. Algae farm. I don't know why it's not producing any. Maybe because I need more power. But that's only the sun. Have I got that facing the wrong way? No, it seems to be working. Ah, shit. I see. Okay. Read process complete, small cargo incomplete. So what I need to do is I've actually... Ah, you dumbass! Okay. So what I need to do is get this complete. See if I can get that cargo container complete. Metal grids. So why don't I have metal grids? Because probably you need more iron ingots. And hopefully in here we've got more iron ingots. I need cobalt for that as well. Jesus. Okay. Do not even think about it. Only one thing to do is to I know cobalt's right there, but I can't get to it, so perhaps the best thing to do is go and see if I can find some rock somewhere. I don't know how this is going to work out, but you never know your luck in the big city. So we shall just have to go rock hunting, hoping we can find a cobalt, so we can at least get that stuff working. And I am not very confident, because everything I've tried so far has done a face plant. And if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's face planting. Right in the middle of the biggest mess ever. I don't know why those damn things are always landing over there. Oh, going the wrong way for it, are we? Of course we are. Whatever made you think you'd have it right? Is it going to be up on the bloody hill again? I can't understand why there's no rocks around. I think there'd be at least some. But obviously that's not a thing in this game. Right. GPS. New from current position. Magnesium. Very thoughtful of you. Of course I'm hungry. What did you bloody expect? Silicon? Well, at least if I die here, we'll be alright. GPS current position. Long way to drive for stuff though. I can't for the life of me think why I would be way the hell over here. Why would it land so far away? Or up the side of a bloody mountain? Oh, gold. We may need that one day, gold and silver. Might as well get these while we can. Well, we're nearly dead, so guess what, guys? We died again. Now we've got to go the long way home, even though we're living just over there.
Low health.
Shit, Sherlock. That's amazing. How did you
Your
ever work
health
that
is
out?
critical. Health low. Energy low.
Okay. Now, can we get home in one piece? Well, let's have a look and see, shall we? Is there any way we can get down here without having to go 500 miles around? Or am I going to end up looking like mincemeat spread over a clip sandwich? I don't think I can get up there. I think it just may be easier to do what... Oh, shit. Oh, is that a stone? I wonder if it's cobalt. Wouldn't that be nice if we actually got that as well? Silicon. Oh, well. I suppose it's better than a kick in the ass. First we've got to empty all this. Okay, so what can we get rid of because we're carrying too much junk in the trunk already? So let's get rid of that, that, that. We don't need that in there at the moment. The food we will need, grain seeds we don't need. Scrap metal, well, I've got more than enough of that. Okay, what have we got left? 8 magazines, 1 pistol, 4 hand drills. Enhanced hand drill. So that can go in there as well. Okay, now. Seriously? Well, that's about all we're going to get out of that, but it was something which is better than nothing. Ah, and of course somebody goes and gets fat fingers. So let's get home and we'll have to go and hunt for cobalt later. Because for the moment, I think the long way home's going to be the more beneficial if we're still alive when we get there. And with this grumpy old bugger, that may not be a possibility. I know it's a long way home, but it's the only way I know that I just might survive. And you've already seen my survival rate, which must be extremely close to the record number of deaths in the shortest period of time in space engineers. And so far we're not doing too well on the engineering side. However, we are extremely successful in committing suicide more times than anyone else, I'm sure. Oh, what a nice sunny day to go travelling around in circles. Whoops, well, what are we doing now? Didn't go far enough. Okay, so we came down that slope from memory, which means we've got to go back up. which means we should be getting close to home, which is, I think, as you can see, I have a great instinct for direction and am unknowingly able to get myself completely lost on a completely flat map with no obstructions. And that in its own is a very exacting talent to be able to have. Hello, we must have made a mistake, we're almost home. The trouble is that we've got no cobalt, and that don't help nobody. Okay, let's get that out and go and shove this in. So now I know I've got to go and change all that. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, no. Stone, silicon ore. So silicon ore should be able to go in there. No, that's wrong. What am I doing here? That's the wrong one. What I need is production. Silicon ore. Then stone. So that goes back into there. Oh, we're nearly dead again. Oh, wonderful one. See if we can put them in there for the meantime. Gravel. Okay. Don't you even bloody think of it. That's right, I can produce them in here, can't I? At least that'll give me a little bit to go on if I'm still alive. So how does that... Oh. Growing seeds? I didn't want seeds. Did I select seeds and... That can't be right. Surely not. Huh. Okay, we've got that one worked out. Metal grids. Ah, yeah, I'm not chasing away with it. Okay. At bloody last. Okay. I got to eat. I don't believe it. I actually got to eat. Right, that's that done. Now. I don't believe it, guys. We've actually got this far without killing ourselves. So, next thing is to see if we can actually get some storage somehow. I don't know how, but no, what are we missing? Metal grids. And metal grids you need cobalt. Okay, if we can't do that, there's something else we've got to be able to do. And if that means that we have to start playing nasty, I think the only thing I can actually do here is make a drill and see if I can get down to that cobalt so that I can get the rest of this finished. But that causes a problem because we don't have any cobalt to start with, and we need the cobalt for the grids. Okay, let's think this out. I could do it by hand, but I'm not very good at that sort of thing without totally destroying everything that looks as though it might be a good idea. So, first off, okay. We have got some stuff. It's still the cobalt that we need. And we ain't making too many or too much in that direction, are we? Okay. Well, that can stay there because that did produce, so I haven't made a boo-boo of it. Well, not really. So it's still only the cobalt. And the cobalt's down here somewhere. Yeah. Cobalt's here, so if it's 2.5 meters, I wonder. Okay, let's work this out. This might be a messy way of doing things, but at this stage, I'm not sure I can do anything else in that way. So it's about here, so in this hole here. So what if we did something like that? Then interior plates, don't we? Get some interior plates. Oops, that would be a bad idea. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So perhaps I know it's a bit 7. Yeah, 7 will be enough. 8. Okay. The reason I'm doing the separate ones is that I thought, well, I feel that having a separate power source for that will not drag on what little I've got here. And at a later date I'll add some more wind turbines up there to give me more power here, which I'm going to need. But at this stage, I'll just use a separate one, and then I can always use that one later to just add to the others. Because this one I shall put into the drill. Now, I want the drill to go down there, so I should be able to put it here. If that's the case, can't remember how much my son put to. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong one. Okay. Because I have to have storage for it, don't I? So we're going to run into the same cobalt problem, aren't we? Okay. Let's think about this a bit more. Because I still can't do a small one without the cobalt, and the cobalt I need is in there. So somehow I'm going to have to work out a way I wonder. Okay. Seriously, you can't even jump up there? I have to go through that iron to get to there, don't I? Okay, the cobalt's there, but it's too far down. So, to be able to do that, I have to have no, that's the wrong one, stupid. I need a piston and small cargo container, basic assembler. I need conveyors. Hinge, drill, don't need those, right. So, I need conveyors. So that's not in there. Production. Reference blocks. No. I think I might have to go hunting for something. I'm not sure. Because production. No, we don't want that. Okay, well, we might call it here while I think this out, because as you probably all of you already know, I'm not the greatest one for thinking things out. Which means we've got some wind power, but we ain't got much else. So the only thing I can think of doing is I'm going to have to put a drill down here. There's no other way. And this side or this side? No, this side. Okay. But to do that, I'm going to have conveyors. Okay. Control 2. Always the wrong one. Square piston. No, I've got to have conveyors, so I've got to go out and try and find the conveyors that are all stupid here. It's got to be okay. Number 6 is what? Cargo terminal. Small cargo container, so I'm going to need that. But I'm also going to need conveyors. And we ain't got those yet, so I'm going to have to leave you here and see if I can find out what I have to do to progress to a conveyor. I'm pretty sure that it might be this container here that's holding me up. And of course, being as always I'm so bright about everything. Okay. Ah. This may take a little bit of time for my old head to get around this fact. In the meantime, we've got some of it working anyway. Sort of. Which doesn't hold a lot of hope for anyone else who's, God forbid, making a mistake of thinking I know what I'm doing. Computer's right, computer. So it's only the metal grids. And the only thing I need for the metal grids is the cobalt. And to get the cobalt, I need the metal grids to finish that, because I think by completing that container, I open up the conveyor that I need for that. And as I also need a small container for that to get the ore out, that is not a good thing. I think what I shall do in the meantime is I shall put another extension there. I'm not sure how high I have to go with this. Let's leave it at that for the moment. Because, well, I suppose, so you have to have a container up there. Then because of, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Well, you can put that up there.
Fuel low.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really as stupid as I think I am, I think. Okay, well, I'm going to call it here because I've got some investigating to do to see if I can work out what I need to get a conveyor. Which means I'll probably have to pull all of that down. Surprise, surprise. And to put a conveyor in. At the moment, I can just carry the iron ore over there. But I'm going to need a conveyor at the bottom. Then the conveyor pattern going up. No, I still need the cobalt. I've still got to find cobalt somewhere that is handy. And I do not know why they insist putting those damn unknown signals, those satellites, on the other side of the gully for me. I mean, you could be kind enough to actually do it this side. So anyway, let's call this one before I become totally frustrated. And I'll give myself some time to work out how I'm going to do it and what sort of thing I need. So thank you all once again for painfully sitting through this destruction. What I do admit is a great game. It just seems to be full of torment for noobs like me, and I don't do torment very well. So until next time, thank you again, and good night.